also you come along with a sort of a suitcase full of skills that you've developed over 40 odd years. So you've got that with you as you're going along. In the process of working, I'll have one foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, in the sense that I have 1 foot in the skill base and 1 foot in an experimental base. So I'm taking risks all the time, you know. As I was saying, they always are a bit of a surprise what you end up with. And where they come from sometimes is just through the making. You know, there's a point when people aren't thinking about, you know, when they're playing, they're not thinking about anything, they're just going for it, you know. So that's what you're heading for. You get your idea, you're flowing without thinking towards the end result. Too much thinking is not good for it. I've sat there and got into a think for half an hour and never get anywhere. You've got to put them up, you've got to do it.
But I came to painting late in life, and Geoff was one of my mentors, really, without necessarily knowing it. But how did I come to painting? After being an architect and town planning, and I went to art school. It was then the Claremont School of Art, and it was fantastic. I don't know where I'm going to go when I start painting, I really don't. But I have this feeling of space, relates to landscape specifically, about not a picture of landscape, it's not a sort of portrait of landscape, it's the feeling of the landscape, the feeling that it gives you, and the colour and the tone and the space. The truth is, I didn't set out to make that painting of the beach, it just happened to come that way. And I felt, when I'm doing it, I'm on the beach, or I'm feeling the space, having just come back from the beach.
How do you know when it's finished? Do you
Good
keep
question.
coming back to it? Or?
I asked my wife.
She says enough.
She said, well, I tell you the truth, if she comes in and goes, oh, I know it's not, you've got it, you put your finger right on it. Exactly.
You want to get away from that,
exactly. And it's a different mindset.
I've got no idea what I'm going to do before I start either. And I mean, I get challenged by the materials a lot. Therefore, it's got to start A, with the material, B, with the concept, which will be a rough sketch, and then it kind of just grows from that. The title Landscape, not Landscape, just got me, because this trying to express a landscape through furniture, you know, is difficult. So yeah, that just kind of rang with me. And then when Geoff puts a painting in the naughty corner, I had that piece of wood there in my naughty corner of the workshop for 2 years. We're a team, we work together, and I come up with the ideas, but Dave is a big part of the process as well. And trying to get something like that piece of wood to shine like that, when I finish with it, I can guarantee it can look like that in terms of the finish. And Dave spends just about the same amount of hours as I do making them, polishing them. So nature, I guess this show is sort of the landscape, the nature and the geometry coming together in a different way than we've done it before. You know, sometimes you've got to fight the wood a bit, which I did, and then I started cutting it and folding it. I'm constantly looking at things and going, what can I make out of that? That's the beautiful thing about being an artist, isn't it? I mean, it's just such a rewarding way to make a living.
The ability of making the pieces is probably a craftsman's tool or a tradesman's tool, but it's getting the idea. Actually turning it into it is tricky. That I believe the hardest part is coming up with that idea. Is what am I going to do with this? And then turning it into something that is truly beautiful.